My bird cage is what I call it. My cage of little birds, fluttering and snatching at the air, as if they were trying to give everything inside a good dusting with their wings, and then falling back. And you feel choked and kind of trapped and strangled within yourself, within myself here. As if you'd like to fly away up there. But of course you can't, because you're the bird and the cage. You are yourself. The feeling, always, as a little child in school, as a little girl, when the mental arithmetic would come around, I'd start feeling it. Butterflies in your tummy. That's what my Uncle Andy called it. "You've got butterflies in your tummy," he'd say to me when I'd tell him about the feeling. How it grew up in me, without any warning, without any way for me to be able to stop it until it took over me completely. And all the sums would get harder and stranger, and all the memorizing and the tables and the repeat that just blew away. And I'd be standing there, frozen. And Miss Nolan would be torturing me again. It wasn't the feeling that flew away. It wasn't the tightness or the choking. It was the 4-4-16 that flew away into... It was the 11 nines 99 that vanished from view, as if numbers could climb into the mountains of clouds above the hills. So it was a shock when I finally found the name for it. My bird cage, my cage of little birds. And of course, it was at my Uncle Andy's funeral that I came on it. A bird in a cage set all heaven in a rage. That's what he used to say to me when we'd be going around the loft, or feeding the birds, or even just standing looking at the pigeons, which is something we always did on a summer's evening. A bird in a cage sets all heaven in a rage. And then he'd look at me with this sideways smile, and he'd give this short laugh, which meant, "Have you ever heard such nonsense in your entire life?" Because as far as he was concerned, that was heaven right there on Cathedral Road. Heaven for him. Heaven for the birds. And in a kind of sad, long ago way, heaven for a little girl who preferred the gloom of the loft to the uproar of a street. I am a villain if I apprehend but such a thought. Then, to attempt the deed, slave, thou art damned without redemption. I'll drive away this passion with a song. A song. A song. As if fond man, thy eyes could swim in laughter when thy soul lies drenched and drowned in red tears of blood. I'll pray, and I'll see if God within my heart plants better thoughts. Why, prayers are meditations. And when I meditate, oh God, forgive me, it is on her divine perfections. I will forget her. I will arm myself not to entertain a thought of love for her. And if I come by chance into her presence, I'll hail these balls until my eye strings crack from being pulled and drawn to look that way. Oh God. With a what of violence I'm hurried to my own destruction. There goes thou, the most perfect man that England ever bred a gentleman. And shall I harm his bed? Thou God of thunder, stay in thy thoughts of vengeance and of wrath. Thy great, almighty, and all-judging hand from speedy execution of a villain. A villain. A traitor to his friend pursued by the horrors of a guilty soul. Get your paws off me! I'm going. Jeez, you'd think we was in a rush. Take it easy, will ya? I've got all the time in the world. Hey, Doc, would you tell Miss Officer here to quit shoving? Give me a break. Don't you got any respect? Oh! Did you see that? She pushed me. She smacked me. That's assault. I could press charges, you know. I got witnesses. Right, Doc? So how you doing, Doc? How you doing? Me? I'm great. Super. I'm having the time of my life. Did you hear I got a new roomie yesterday? Some snivelling, nose-blown wimp who cried all night. I told her if she didn't quit whining, I'd put her head through a wall. That did the trick. What? Me? No, I was as sweet as I could be. I said to her, how you doing? A pleasure to meet ya. You can call me Pat. And if you don't quit wailing, I'm gonna put your fucking head through a wall. Sure, you know what it's like when you don't get your beauty sleep? But that's how it works with people. They push and they push and they push and they don't stop until you put the fear into them. They don't care who they disturb, who they hurt. They think that they can just use you like you're some sort of toy. Like you're some sort of toy. Like you're an animal. Like you're some sort of ashtray. Where? Hi, Doc. I was scared. I woke up and... Where's my dolly? Leisha's hungry. I know. Fa, Leisha. Fa, Leisha. Don't say Leisha. Say fa, Leisha. Mr. Daddy, he gets mad when Leisha talk like baby. He hurts Leisha and Leisha cries. I have boo-boos. Do you want to see? See the boo-boo? See another boo-boo. See this boo-boo. Not on. Why would Mr. Daddy put his cigarette out on Leisha? Leisha is a good girl. Leisha is not an ashtray.